Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC and the Maker's Space. I starting a little bit early, you guys, because I have a ton of stuff to share with you guys this evening. A lot of stuff, so I'm hoping to get a little extra time in. So hopefully you guys are ready to have a great day. As you're coming in, please make sure you have subscribed to that channel and you're hitting that like button. And we're going to just hang out, enjoy the conversation. I have a ton of knives here to share with you. And I want to talk to you guys about the new collaboration that I am doing with WeBuyKnifeCollections.com. I got some really cool stuff to show you guys. I've had it sitting here for a while, and I just got some more information on what they do and the things that they're doing. So make sure you guys are checking out WeBuyKnifeCollections.com. They are doing some really cool things, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. I got a bunch of information from them, and we're going to talk about it. This is going to be kind of an all over the place live stream. I have a ton of stuff I want to share with you guys, but I want to talk about that. We're going to unbox some really cool items, but I'm going to do a long form video and share with you guys all of that stuff in the near future. So make sure you are stay tuned to the channel, because there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff coming your way. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned and enjoy the content. So let's go back to the beginning and see who's all here. What's up, Marco? What's going on? Marco, moderator. Sergeant Maximus, what's going on? How are you? Be shady. Yeah. Clayton with Burning Stables Forge. What is going on? We're going to talk about this. I've been posting stuff on this one all day. He's posting all the logos. But yeah, we're going to be talking about that guy today. That is for sure. I just want to make sure we get that out. Robo, what's going on, Robo? How are you? Jim Miller, hello, sir. Channel member and moderator, and Robo is a moderator as well. Thank you to all my moderators. You guys do an amazing job. Keith, the Knife Freak moderator. How are you, Keith? You're staying busy, I am sure. Miranda, Keith, thank you. You and Blue put this together, and you made my absolute day, Miranda Keith. You are awesome. So how about that for a poker chip, guys? An AriesEDC Yokto poker chip that says happy birthday, because Thursday is National Carry an AriesEDC Day. That is for sure. That is the birthday. Clint Crosby, what is going on? So thank you very much, Miranda Keith, for that. Very kind of you to do something like that for me. That was absolutely awesome. Mad Yoko, what's going on? I have one of your poker chips too, doing some really cool stuff. Check out this Hank, guys. From Mad Yoko. Check that thing out. Absolutely beautiful. Love the colors on it. And yep, this is a Mad Yoko Hank, handmade in Ohio. Doing some really cool stuff. Love that thing. Really soft. Yeah, this is really awesome. I love that. That is nice, bright color. Beautiful Hank. Beautiful Hank. Good job on that one. Let's see who else is here, and I'll get caught up with the old chat. Oh no, thank you. That was awesome. That you have no idea. You guys know I've been kind of down in the dumps, and that completely cheered me up. So thank you very much. Joseph S., what's going on? Good evening to you. How are you doing? Douglas Wagner, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Who else is here? I just don't want to miss any. But projectiles are sharp. What's going on? Tim B, master moderator. Projectiles are sharp is a channel member. Thank you to all my channel members, especially my Patreon. You guys are awesome. If you're joined my Patreon, you guys got to see the folder design that I've been kicking around, and it's been going around to a couple companies. We'll see. Hopefully that will hit the ground. Urban Woodsman, what's going on? I let the day go by, and now I'm hungry. Eating dinner at 8 p.m. is so bad. Yeah, it's really not good for you. That is for sure. What's going on, man? How are you? I don't think I'm Wee Pocket Fiddler. What's going on, channel member? Thank you very much for coming in. All right. Very, very cool. So I have a bunch of knives here on the channel to share with you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 knives to share with you. And then I have 5 of the WeBuyKnifeCollections.com, and we're going to be talking about that towards the end because we have some really killer stuff, and I'm hoping my buddy comes in because I want to talk about that thing. That is for sure, and we're going to talk about that as well. The Lemmy from Burning Stables Forge. So we're going to talk about all of those things. Plus, I have some knives back here that I just finished that I want to talk to you guys about as well. So maybe I'll start with those. And then we'll work our way up to some of the production stuff. I should probably just grab that. I'm running out of room. I have no room. There's so much stuff. These are empty boxes, so that can get moved. Let's move some stuff out of the way. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I have been super busy, and so let me show you guys what I've been working on. Rory, what's going on, Rory? Thank you, channel member and moderator Rory Calhoun. You are awesome. You guys give it up for Rory because I got a box of stuff here that is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Hey, Nate, what's going on, channel member? Welcome in, welcome in. Jesse, what's going on? How are you? All right, let me grab this stuff back here and show you what I have been working on. All right. So I have been extremely busy with the 8 April builds. So I have been doing all of the builds for April, and I have 8 of them. So what's up, Blue Minati? What's going on, Blue? I was just showing off these. Blue, thank you very much. You and Miranda Keith made my absolute day, sending me all of these poker chips, guys. I have all of them in these different colors. But boom. The happy birthday ones are just absolutely awesome. Thank you very much, Blue. Absolutely made my day. The Unlucky Knight, what's going on? How are you? So I have been super crazy busy getting these builds done, and I am done now. I finished today. I finished the 380 CRV2 builds for April. The first one was this one, the very bright yellow and black G10 Bloom. So put that sheath out of the way because that thing is like very bright. But we got the yellow and black G10 Bloom done with the black liners. It was awesome. It was all Miranda. I was just the button pusher. Well, you know what, Blue? You were part of it, and Miranda, thank you. It was awesome. That ain't yellow. That's chartreuse. Well, that's yellow. But this is the yellow and black G10 Bloom. I finished that one on. We got a little jimping there on the spine, and that one turned out cool. And the sheath is yellow, but it is like very bright yellow. Here, I'll hold it back here so you guys can see. I have a bad habit of putting things way too close to the camera, but you have that package. So that one is done. So that person was sent the pictures. Hopefully they got the pictures and they are happy with what they have done. So you're saying you have time now to start the Worcester Wester. There's no time for anything. I think I could catch a fish with that knife and sheath. Yeah, you could. You could. Unlucky night. Did TK change his name? No, I don't think so. TK is still kicking around, I think. I'm blind. No. Yeah, I know that. It's bright. That is some bright. You can see the Kydex right there. It's still bright. But yeah, it ain't mellow yellow. Oh no, that is not mellow. That is not mellow. Like I have to hold it back here just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what that sheath looks like. But it is definitely, you're not losing that sheath. You keep that nice knife in the sheath, you're never going to lose that. That's for you. I'm a noob. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. There used to be a channel called the Knight's Edge. Then I have this one. This is a micro, and basically I did a micro just like this in January, and he liked it so much he wanted me basically to recreate it. So we did the Maple Valley Rich Light micro in 80 CRV2. We got a little jimping there on the spine. So we got that guy with the Maple Valley Rich Light and the black liners. So we got that, and he wanted a bead. So I made him, I didn't have any more of that material. So I made him a bead out of that kind of C-Tech wire mesh resin stuff that I had. So that bead turned out pretty cool. So we got that micro done. You might lose if you're Derek for real. Yeah. Yeah, you might lose. Yeah, because he can't see anything. That's why. He might be able to see it, actually. Even he might be able to see that yellow. But we have that. Ooh, that's pretty. I love the original one I got. Yeah, Rory has the original one, but this person wanted me to basically recreate that one. So we got the Maple Valley Rich Light with the black pins, the black liners, and I custom bead on that one. So we did that. Mallory Designs, what's going on, man? He's lurking. I hope you're doing well. Congrats on getting some stuff out there. That's pretty awesome. And then finally, this one turned out pretty cool. This is the new design, the Bowie Bloom. We did the carbon fiber looking sheath, purple to match. But here you go. This is the Bowie Bloom with the purple dragon scales Juma. So we got its purple dragon scales Juma on that one. Yeah, this thing is pretty darn crazy with the purple liners on it. Yeah, this thing is pretty crazy. And then the bead to set it off. Yeah, that bead is pretty darn cool as well. That material was pretty cool to work with. So there you go. We acid etched and tumbled the blade. So the blade kind of has that acid etched and tumbled finish on it. I blended in the rest of the handle and the spine. It's about a 6.5 overall, 3-inch blade. Oops. Why is it doing thumbs up? Just because I have my thumb up there. So you got a nice 3-inch blade and got that. So very nicely done. Kind of thick in the hand, but it feels really good. Donnie Bless in the house. What's good, man? I hope you're having a great day. But there is the Bowie Bloom now. So the Bowie Bloom, this is based on the Bloom XL. So it's a larger version of the Bloom, and it's coming in. So, yep, looking pretty darn good. First time using those dragon scales Juma, and it turned out pretty darn cool. I'm pretty happy with how that thing came out overall as a package. What's going on? Contoured lanyard pins listening into the background. Wish I could chat it up. Have a great night. All right, Blaze, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Thanks for coming in. As you guys are coming in, make sure you hit that like button, please, and thank you. That's pretty. Thank you. Dario. Yeah, this thing came out pretty darn cool. I like the shape of it. At first, I was like, I don't know. But it's been growing on me as I've been building it. And I see it being a very useful design. It's still a little big, but I can see that being a really great user of a fixed blade. So kind of liking the way that thing came out. Let's get caught up with the chat. Okay. But yep, there we go. The Bowie Bloom. There it is. So those are the 3 that I finished up. A good snap. Those are the 3 that I finished up for April. So I did those. And then one other thing that I worked on, actually, I kind of played with it a little bit today, was this. Someone reached out, somebody who I'm building a knife for, reached out, and they were wondering if I could do this. What is this? This is the Kubi Thorn. So this is the Kubi Thorn, but I made the taco style sheath for it. Now, normally I don't like to do sheaths for production knives just because it never really turns out really great. So I got this one. It's not rattling. It's not really falling out. It's not bad, and it turns this sheath into a taco sheath, so you're saving that much more room. So I'm playing with that. So one of these is going to go to that person, and hopefully it fits his knife. I would just assume it's going to fit all of them. And then I made another one which I'm going to keep for myself, so we'll play with it. I'm going to play with it. I'm still not 100% really happy. It doesn't really give me that nice click in, but it's safe and it's not going to come out and it'll work. So, but what do you guys think of that? A taco sheath for the Thorn. I know everybody was upset when Kubi did the 2-part pancake sheath on it, but honestly, it's really not that. The overall profile is not that bad. So I wasn't too. I find it very comfortable to carry, but this person wanted me to do a taco, so there you go. There is the taco sheath for the Kubi Thorn. So yeah, I mean, I like tacos too, but I wasn't upset with the 2-part sheath just because it was so thin. Actually, the sheath on the Thorn, I'll have to grab one, but the sheath on the Thorn, even though it was a 2-part sheath, is just as thick as the one on the Bloom. So, and it's a taco, or it's a taco, not a taco, but it's basically the same overall size. So there's that. There's them apples. So I got that one done today too. So now I'm waiting on the 5 stainless to come back. That looks sick. Thanks, Unlucky Night. Miranda says, nicely done. It's not bad on the... No, it's not bad because it's still not... It makes it a nice slim carry. And they did it on another knife, which I'm going to share with you guys tonight. They did another one, but it's a nice... Because it's a nice slim carry, it doesn't really get in the way, and it's pretty good. Too bad your birthday isn't on Tuesday. You could do Aries carry and tacos. Well, I do tacos every day. So it's taco every day for me. I love tacos. I don't mind. I will do tacos every day. what was I going to say? But okay. So now I'm waiting on the 5 stainless to come back. So those are at Peter's. They've been bouncing around Peter's, getting done. I have a stainless Hawk that is on its way back to me. I'm supposed to get it tomorrow. So if the Hawk comes back, then I can start working on that. And then possibly get that one knocked out. And if I can get that one knocked out pretty quick, then I can pick up some extra projects, Urban Woodsman. Then maybe I can do that. Plus, I want to start on May. And May is going to be all Damascus. So I'm going to do at least 4 blades in Damascus for the month of May. I have 2 bars and I can get 4 blades out of it. So I'm going to be doing that. So there's no spikes on the calendar. Prevent a Taco Thursday. Nope. Nope. Preventing even. Yes. Kathleen, what's going on? Kathleen, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Yes, the worser will live. Yeah. We'll do it. Urban, I gotta find it. I gotta find it. It's over there. I got it. But we'll do it. I just gotta get with you on a couple things. All Damascus? That's tough. Yeah, that's why I'm only gonna do 4. Because 4 Damascus blades is a ton of work. Which we're gonna talk about that here in a second. But yeah, when you start taking on Damascus, you're taking on twice as much work, just because the finish and all the things you have to do to prep the Damascus. And working with Damascus, just yeah. What's up, Can of Biscuit? How are you? How are you? Byron Kennedy, what's going on, man? I hope you're doing well. So yep, make sure you're following Splitting Slices, doing some cool stuff. So that's on my end of the making side of things. That's kind of where I am. I always get into this little thing where I'm finishing up the ADC RV2 and waiting for the stainless to come back. So I kind of work ahead for the next month, or I try to fit in some extra builds. So I'm going to try to fit in some extra builds and start working on May. So we can do those types of things. Urban, if you're looking at the worser, then I just need to know steel, and you know the 3 and handle materials, and we can start working on that. I do have that other builds, so don't hold your breath on when I'm going to get it done. But I will get it done as quickly as possible. But yeah, so we can start working on that. I need to find that now. That's gonna bug me. Where is it? There it is, right where I thought it would be. Right where I thought it would be. I think of that one. Boom, right? That one. Is it that one? Or is that the... Yeah, it's definitely not the other one. It's definitely not the other. Yeah, that one. We can start playing with this. We can start playing with that one. But yeah, Nitro V. Okay. Well, yeah, I got Nitro V. We're good. All right. Well, that's up to you. You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know what you want to do. What you want to do when he comes for you. All right. So as far as the AriesEDC building, that's what's going on. I shared with you guys last week the Hawk that's coming back in Nitro V, and I'm doing the GL Hanson's and Sons bird, like rainbow trout motif handle material for that. So that's going to be fun, and that one should finish up pretty darn fast. And then I'm going to get started on the Damascus, and I've been playing around with handle materials. I am not doing just regular handle materials. We're doing multiple piece construction handle materials. So I'm going to be building scales and doing the whole 9 yards on the Damascus builds. So we're going to have some fun with it. It's going to be a ton of work. So I'm looking forward to it, though. The first Midwest meetup in Clarksville, Indiana is what's good. Kudos. Yes. I heard that went off really well, Byron. What a cool thing. Unprofessional Dad. And Chris was saying, Unprofessional Dad was saying they want to do it about every 3 months, which is awesome. And I picked a date, just so you guys know, for those of you in the southern area of the state, or if you're in Florida, I picked the date for our next one, and I'm going to be putting out more information. Oh, I'm not doing it till November, but November 4th, I think, is the first Saturday in November, and we're going to do our meetup down here November 4th. So I'm going to put out the information. I have a little contact list of everybody who showed up last year, so we'll be doing that. So we'll see. It'll be pretty darn cool. I loved ours last year. Was so much fun. It was such a great time, and I'm really looking forward to doing it again. And I'm glad that they had a good, looks like they had a really good turnout, and they had a really great time. So that's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'm glad they had a good time, because it's fun to get all the people around. Last year when I did mine, the people just showed up with their Pelican cases full of knives, and it was just like a free-for-all. It was awesome. I mean, people were pulling out stuff and doing all kinds of stuff, and it was amazing. It was really cool. Some of the custom makers like Corey Holly and Jim brought some of their work. Corey filled his table with all of his custom work. It was absolutely cool. So it was really awesome to do that. I want to come. Well, hey, man, and I would love you to come, but there is absolutely no pressure, because I know that that's a drive. I don't expect, and I mean, Jimmy Crow came to Central Florida for mine last year, and he drove all the way from like what, Indiana? It was ridiculous. And then Urban came. Would you be up for using 3V? Probably not. I have to price it all out. But Urban Woodsman came. He drove from Georgia. So it's awesome. But I want to do mine again. November 4th is the tentative date as of right now. So Trouble Bunny is making me an outrageous slip for my Jack Wolf Diamondback. Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I would like to see what she does with that. There she is, Trouble Bunny. What's going on? How are you? Need to prick the pinky and mark down 11/4/26 on some paper and slap it on the fridge with a magnet, so to speak. Yeah. No, I just have to call them, the place where I did it last year, and book the date. As soon as I get that, then and put a down payment down, then we're locked in. So I'll be reaching out to that group for some help with that here coming up very, very soon. But it's going to be pretty cool. I must have heard you. Yeah, there she is. Yep. My 4 hours, nothing far. Y'all know I'm crazy. Yeah, that's a long drive, man. I really appreciate you coming down, though. That would be awesome. And Urban, Burning State, Clayton, if he wants to come, that would be absolutely amazing. But I don't pressure anybody for doing that. That's a long drive. And it was really only for the Florida area. But we had so much fun. Just getting together is fun. Unlucky Night coming in for snacks for the meetup. Hey, man, thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you very much for that. You rock. Yeah, you rock, man. Thank you so much for that. Here's your Talon. Salute to you for the $10. Wow, that thing is filthy. I've been opening a bunch of packages with that. I gotta clean that thing off. That was embarrassing. Thank you so much for the $10. Holy cow, that was very kind of you, my friend. That is awesome. Replicant EDC, how are you? Good evening to you, sir. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what else is going on. So November 4th, everybody's invited, and I'm going to be trying to see if I can get some like raffles and maybe do some of that. The thing with that is, as much as I know people would love to do that kind of thing, I just want to relax and have fun myself. And if I have to do a raffle and do everything, then I feel pressured. November 4th is a Wednesday, is it? No. What's the first? November 7th then. Sorry, November 7th. Thanks, Brian. Thank you very much. And how are you? I hope you and your missus can come the 7th. So it's November 7th. I said the first Saturday in November. So November 7th, sorry. This is how I'm going right now. Who's the wedding? Oh, someone had a wedding? Someone got married? Yeah. Who got married? Crow's Blades. What's going on, man? I sent you some stickers. Hopefully you guys got those. And I just got some other stuff in. Replicant, congratulations on getting married. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Henry G, what's going on? How are you? Thank you, Marco, for dropping everybody's links to go check out Burning Stables Forge. He's doing some cool stuff. We could get 30 people to scream all at once today on this edition of Let's Make a Knife. Yes. Let's make a knife. That's awesome. I love that. Where there is pizza, Urban will come. Yeah, I had pizza last year. We'll do pizza again. That was fun. It was perfect. That was great. That was great. And I've already reached out to everybody who came, and it seems like that date will work. So I'm going to look forward to it. I got your stickers last week and showed them off on my live stream Saturday. Oh, sorry. I missed your live stream, my friend. Thank you. I've just been so super busy. Super busy. So very cool. All right. So let's talk about knives that I've gotten in. Let's talk about pass around knives, and then we'll talk about some other stuff. So I did get some cool stuff in this week, and I got to do the reviews for and get them sent off. First things, I got this to check out. This is the Vosteed Inferno. So this is the Vosteed Inferno. This is the Stasa 23 design with Vosteed called the Inferno. Really great design. It's a larger blade. Yes, I can somewhat get all 4 fingers on there. It has some nice jimping here on the harpoon. And then it has a little bit more aggressive jimping up here on the crown of the spine. So that is done very well. This is the coated blade. They call it the rose gold coated blade. It's more brown. It's just brown. But there you go. There's the Stasa design on there, maker's mark, I guess. Yeah, very nice, nicely shaped blade. Uncle Knight, the unlucky Knight. I love the blade shape, but I wish it was smaller. Yeah, that's the thing. Yes, this is a Stasa design with Vosteed. It's very nice. The texturing on the handle provides plenty of grip, and it's fairly comfortable in the hand. But it's not on their website called an EDC fixed blade. I would not consider this an EDC fixed blade. In my opinion, it's a little big to EDC, especially with the sheath and everything. I mean, it's a pretty large package overall, the way that I like to carry an EDC, but it's a really great Like if you want to, if it's a great, I have coined a destination knife. So if you're hunting, you're doing some outdoors activities and you might find yourself needing a larger blade, you're camping, doing that kind of stuff, this would be perfect for bushcrafting and camping and all do that kind of stuff. This would be an awesome knife that would probably fit all of your needs. It comes with this clip, which I don't know, it sticks. My issue with the clip is how far it sticks off. So like that really sticks far off, but you could turn it however you want. So if you're going to belt carry it, you could carry it vertically on the belt, which is what I would probably do if I was camping or something. And then you have a nice vertical carry. So really great blade, but again, it's not designated as EDC, but it's definitely not EDC in my opinion. So I wish it was 1 inch shorter. Yeah, if they crunched everything down 1 inch, then you could totally EDC that probably. But it's a little large to EDC. But like I said, if you're like using it for something specific, it would be great. This next weekend, I will be at the Georgia Bushcraft Campout. So crazy busy getting all set for that. Been major needing. Yeah, got to get all hyped. You're hyped up for that. It sounds fun. Metal Relic, what's going on, man? Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. How does that Inferno compare side by side to the Max? Good question. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have that here. How about next to the Crow? So the Max is a little bit bigger than the Crow, Byron. So you're gonna have to use. I have the Maxes out there, but that's the Max is a little bit bigger than the Crow. So this is a little bit larger. This is more along the size of like a pistol. But yeah, as far as comparing it to one of mine. But yeah, there you go. Where'd the sheath go? Ooh, what Byron said. Yeah. I actually used a 360 belt clip for a tourniquet holder. It's awesome to spin horizontal. Yeah, I could see that. That would be cool. Yeah, good use of that kind of a clip. So anyway, I have that. The review on this one and the unboxing is coming out very soon, but I got to be shipping this one off to its owner. Got to get that back to him tomorrow. So that's going to be leaving the channel. So that one gets put over there. Speaking of fixed blades, I got another fixed blade. How about this one from Kubi? This is another really thin one that I don't mind that they did the 2-part sheath for it because it's so thin. So just like the Thorn, it's actually skinnier. Yeah, it's a little skinnier than the overall thickness of the Thorn sheath. So yeah, it's right about in the same. And this is the Jake Hoback design Goliath. Very, very interesting shaped blade. So you have that kind of upswept Tonto style blade. But it's very interesting. I'm a little thrown off by the size of the blade versus the size of the handle and the overall look of it. It's cool. It's nice and thin and very thin profile. I wish this area was a little bit bigger. That finger choil is a little small, especially for my fat, chunky finger. It's a little small, but yeah, there we go. That is the Goliath. Sorry if I'm missing Byron. I want to send you a flag finally. Yeah, you got to send him that flag. Kubi did a good job on the Thorn. I just don't like pancake sheaths. Yeah. Did you see the did you see I did a taco? I did a taco on the Kubi Thorn, I did a taco sheath. It's not always easy getting a good press on a production knife, though. I would much rather do it on one of mine, but that works. But there you go. There is the Jake Hoback design Goliath. This is 14C, that nice blue micarta that Kubi does very well. Nice in the hand, but can of biscuit, I just can't get down with Tontos. Yeah, I'm not a big, I hear you, brother. I'm not a big fan of Tonto blades either. Some people love Tontos, and this one is just, it's a little pocket sword is what it kind of reminds me of. It's like a little pocket sword is what it's almost like, what's the word? Gimmicky. It's almost like a gimmicky pocket sword, but it's cool. It's cool. I can see it. A great user being able to use it to do some stuff. I like the size, and it's like, what I like about it is it's thin enough to where it works. Hold on. Let's get something that I can compare it to that you guys can see. How about the Kubi Dust Devil versus the Goliath? So the Goliath is actually overall a little shorter than the Dust Devil. So that's kind of interesting that the Dust Devil stretches out a little bit longer than the Goliath. And that's about the largest EDC fixed blade that I have, and only because it's so thin. It's just so thin. Kathy, what's going on, Kathy? How are you? I will be talking about you here in a minute because you guys, Kathy does an awesome job on some Hanks as well. Let's check that thing out. That thing is awesome. So we'll be talking about that here in a minute. But yep, so that is I like the sort of trailing point on it. Yeah, it's a really, really fun little design. Kind of like a Quaken. Yeah, very similar to a Quaken. You're right, Donnie. Kelly's Mishmash, what's going on? Don't worry about it. You are good. Hi, everyone. I'm lurking. Gives mini katana vibes. Yeah, it does kind of have that little, it does have that katana-esque shape to it. It's fun. It's fun. It's a fun blade. So, yeah, really cool design. And the thing that kills me on it, why? That makes no sense. It's almost bigger than the entire sheath. The tech lock is almost bigger than the entire sheath. Oh well. What are you gonna do? I'm good with the Tonto as long as it doesn't have a chisel grind. Yeah. We're going to be talking about that here in a minute, Jim. We're going to be taking handle is too short for me. Yeah, right. Like the blade to handle ratio is throwing me off on it. Like it has this really long stretched out blade. I wish the handle was like another quarter to half an inch, and it might have balanced it out a little bit better. Why is my camera not wanting to focus? But I wish that handle was just a little bit longer. It may have balanced it out. So, but that's just nitpicking. That's me being nitpicky. That's a nitpicky type stuff. So anyway, it's some fun, and I'll be sharing my thoughts and feelings on that one in the next couple weeks. So Pokatana, I missed the opportunity. Should be a bigger knife, cool design. Yeah, if it was a little bit more balanced, like maybe not make the blade so long, and I don't know. It's unbalanced in design. I don't know. J1, what's going on? How are you? Hope you're doing good. James Gibson, how are you, sir? Doing good. Congrats on your win. J1, what did you win? Did I win? I missed it. I missed it. And Dingle Tech Locks, yeah. And they put them on everything, so I'm not surprised. That's just what Kubi does. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to take mine off. But that's a pass-around knife. So, but, you know, you guys know I always have loops on all my knives, so I have loops on everything. I have so many freaking loops here. That company owes me some money. But, yep, I have loops on everything. Bing! And I already shared this one off, but there it is. There she is. I shared it already, guys. I shared it already. All right. Oh yeah. Wait, Jim, you gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Do better. Do better. She doesn't need to do better. What are you guys talking about? I like the plasmid. Yeah, the plasmid is a really great design from Kaiser. I had the plasmid. That's a really great one. I like that, but that's a designer I really like. Johann Jordan did a really good job on that one. Really great job. Oh, looks good. There he is. What's up, Sean? Bing. Focus on the knife and not to my face. I really like how that bead came out too. It came out pretty cool. It came out pretty cool. Snaps in so good. I carry my small fixies inside the waistband. Ooh, that's an interesting way to carry it. Very cool. Very cool. Machines are hitting again hard. Gotta run. All right, be shady. Be safe, my friend. Had to look up the style of the belt look. Made me feel old. All right. So next up is, let's see, what do we want to talk about next? We could talk about this guy, the Flightanium Theory. I got that thing in. This thing is pretty awesome. I really like the overall shape of it. You got 20 CV steel. Focus. You got 20 CV steel. Everything is DLC coated. The titanium, everything else, very comfortable in the hand. Fairly large knife. Got full 4 fingers on that, no problem. Nice jimping on the spine and on the top of the titanium. What I like about it is they've rounded all the titanium at the top. So where that hits your hand is really smooth. But then down here, they just chamfered it. They didn't round it. So it gives you something to grab a hold of. It's not painful or anything, but blink, blink. I'm hard rock tumbling at the moment. Sorry, not talking much. Well, yeah, it's probably loud. I know if mine is super loud, but yeah, this thing for a titanium frame lock, boom. Trouble bunnies, dog just crop dust. Ew, that's gross. That's not fun. But yeah, the titanium or the, I'm sorry, you threw me off. The Flightanium Theory, what a cool knife that thing is. Looking forward to getting the review done on that. I have so many reviews to do, but I have to get that one done. That thing is awesome. I hope you have earplugs. Yeah, there's loud. 20 CV, crown, spine, coffin handles, chimping galore. What's not to love? Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure I don't remember the price point on these, but I know it's a little bit higher. But yeah, you got that nice coffin handle, all the fun stuff, all the fun things. They really did a good job. It's nice and clean. And I mean, I didn't do anything. You break the detent and it just wants to go down. So it's good. But we got that one. We got this one going along with that one. This came in today. This was released just a couple days ago. How about that? This is the Tack Knives Viper. This is a new offering from Tack Knives. They just released this a couple days ago. This thing is really, really freaking cool. I'll have to give you guys my code to go there and to do that. But here's my affiliate link for Tack Knives. You guys check this out. This is like a $50 option. It's only 50 bucks. G10 14C. Check out that thin blade stock. Man, that thin blade stock and jimping for days. Like that whole spine is jimped. Yeah, nice large knife. Shane basically was like, I want to make a budget-friendly work knife. Something somebody could use for work, and it will hold up to everything that's thrown at it. And for a bar lock, you know, I'm getting a little tired of some bar locks because they're just kind of like, some people say mushy and everything else, but this one got some good snap to it. And that blade shape is very useful and very comfortable. Choke up position is great. If you have a larger hand, you're good. You have a reversible pocket clip that has recessed hardware, and the clip is also recessed, so everything goes away. So you have the reversible pocket clip for all the lefties. And yeah, this thing, I don't know. He knocked it out. I thought he did a good job with that thing. I thought he did good with the Magnificent Beast. But man, I was a little concerned when I saw the bar lock, but that has me. That blade shape and everything. And I've been using this thing. This thing is slicey. I think I'm going to carry this tomorrow. But yeah. But thank you to Shane. Shout out to Shane over at Tack Knives for sending the Viper my way. Really love checking this thing out. That thing is killer. So make sure you guys are checking them out. They got them in blue, gray, and black. G10. So did a really good job on that. Giving my little man a bath. Awesome unlucky night. Thanks for hanging in there. Check out that whole album. It's fantastic. I've seen her live twice. What did I miss? What did I miss? Who are you gonna see twice? Hanrock telling me at the moment. Sorry, not talking about. I missed it. There you go. Check out Laser Ghost Knives. Thank you, Kathleen. The most users just want the knife to work. Yeah, I mean, and it'll work. Yeah, it'll work. It's a nice size knife. I mean, it's a large knife. So if you're looking for a large offering, it's a big one. But yeah, he did a good job on that one. If that was his goal, was to make a large work knife that is budget friendly. He wanted to do some fun texturing and stuff like he did on the Magnificent Beast, but he also wanted it cost effective, and just to do that would have been too expensive. So he ended up doing that instead. I like it. It's still grippy. The G10 has a little bit of grip to it, but yeah. Ooh, the Magnificent Beast. Yeah, the Magnificent Beast is a killer. That thing is really nice. That is just, once you get it in hand, it's really nice. And I can even front flip it. Just awesome. Just awesome. Sounds good. I gave the dog a bath earlier. Not fun. Depends on the dog. Yeah, the boy is a little easier to handle than the second two, but he's 2, so not much easier. Oh no, 2. Gin Wigmore, Gravel and Wine. Ooh, never heard of that. I'll have to check that out. Wrong pipe. Sorry. You see me choking. I'm choking. It's not working. Uh-oh. It's not working. Yep. Check out Burning Stables Forge. I started a public music playlist on my YouTube channel like Clayton did. Oh, you guys, is that a thing? I gotta check that out. How did you do that? I didn't know you could. I will have to check that out. He was stonewashing something. All right, the next knife I want to share with you guys is pretty cool. I had never heard of this company until I got this knife, and they're doing some really cool stuff. This came from Spearhead, EDC by Spearhead.com. Basically, what they're doing is custom folders. So they make custom folders, and they have different designs that you can choose from. And within that design, you can pick different handle materials or inlays or that kind of thing that to work with. So rock tumbling in the thermos. Oh yeah, fun, not fun. Yep, check out Byron. Thank you, my mods, for dropping everybody's links. That is so much. Just save a video to a new playlist and give option to make it public. For the music, like you have to find the music video and then you do it. I use a paint can. Yeah, I have my tumbling machine. Yeah, man, you got to. We can listen to what we listen to. Yeah, man, you got to do one. Yeah, well, talk to me after that. That'll be pretty cool. I love the playlist situation. It's fun. Yeah, I'll have to check that BSF playlist. Ooh, I'm gonna have to. Okay, let's see. Burning State playlist. Oh, so you just pick videos of your music. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Got it. All right. So this is, I got to remember what the name of this is. This is the Requiem. This is the Requiem. How cool is this? Just a small folder. So this is their smaller model that they have. This one is Zircotite. You have the Zircotite inlay, the Fet Carbon handles, and this is Zicromium. And you have the Zicromium thumb stud and pocket clip, and then you have the inlay on the other side as well. It's a single-sided thumb stud that works really well on that compound grind blade. So you have the hollow grind, and then you have the flat grind, and then you have the swedge. So you have that really nice shape. This is the smaller version, but this is basically a custom knife. And it is a liner. So you have that nice liner, and the butter smooth, and the front flipper is so good. I can actually do my index finger on it. So yeah, that thing is absolutely killer. And they do some really cool stuff. Let's pull up their site. So this is the Requiem. So it's pretty cool. So like you could pick the different ones you want. Like this is the Requiem. And then you can just basically customize what you want. So you have the Zircotite handle scales, You can do carbon fiber, zircotite, or mother of pearl. And when you click on it, then you can choose which one you want. You want yellow and green, you want green, black and white, red and blue, blue, red, and then that was the purple. So like if you wanted the purple, and then which blade type do you want? You can have the Lanny clip point or the drop point. So that's kind of cool. A zirconium bolster or zircotite burst. And then you can pick your inlays. You can pick your pivot collar. So basically you're building your own custom knife, which is kind of cool. So that is the Requiem. Then we have the Soul Hunter, which is kind of fun, actually. I kind of like that one. That one's kind of fun. And then let's see what else. What's the other ones? Crimson Edge is good. What was the one that I liked? Was it the Ashes? Yeah, Ashes was pretty cool. That kind of reverse Tonto look that they have. So that one's fun. So anyway, what was it? Where'd that box go? Yeah, Spearhead knives. So they're doing some really cool stuff. So very nicely done. I will say this is very quality, but you could tell, and it even has like a little mother of pearl on the back spacer here. So that's kind of fun. Very nicely done. Very high premium materials, and basically you're getting your own custom folder, however you want, within the parameters for which they have. So that's pretty cool idea that they have going on. I mean, you're paying for it. I don't know if you guys saw the prices, but yeah, but it's a custom folder, so you're gonna pay for it. It's so sick. I forgot it's tiny. Yeah, it's a tiny one. That is for sure. It is a very tiny blade. Your brain is something special, Clayton. I wish my brain was so creative. Yeah. It's a very cool idea. Here's a video for everyone to check out. Candy Duller, Sax Lionel Richie. Oh, Brick House. Oh boy. Oh boy. But yeah, there you go. The Requiem by Spearhead Knives, or EDC by Spearhead.com. So it's just Spearhead, period. Bink. I want to say Spearhead Knives every time I say it, but it's not. It's just Spearhead. That's it. Spearhead. Tritium, I don't know what it is on the back. It doesn't say anything on their site. Well, wait, is Tritium? Hold on. Doesn't Tritium glow? I don't know. I don't know. How can you tell it's tritium? It might be tritium. I don't know. It doesn't say anything on the website about that part. So I don't know. Nice giveaway. Yeah, I don't know. This is a pass around. I'm definitely not giving that one away, but it's a very, very attractive blade. I will say that. It's small. It's small. It's a small one, that's for sure. That's a small little blade, but they did good work. I kind of wish it wasn't a compound grind though. It's a bit too much for me. Simple. I'm simple. It would glow in the dark. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I just charged it. No, it's not tritium because it's not glowing because I just hit it. I think it's mother of pearl. It looks more like mother of pearl. So Adventure 50, what's going on? How many grinds does it have? Well, it has the hollow grind here. This is all hollow. Then you have a flat, and then you have the swedge. So you have those three different grinds on the blade. So it's pretty thin, slicey thing too. But yeah, very cool. Very cool.
True doesn't need to be charged, but it does need to be dark to truly see it. Well, I put it under here where it's like really dark, and it's definitely not glowing. It's definitely not glowing whatsoever. On the Edge, what's going on, man? How are you? I'm trying to get Daily Gear Guide to give away a Shiro for 1,000K. No, look. He's not Metal Complex yet, Jim. He's getting there. He's getting there. He's getting there. All right. Next up are some concepts. First of all, I have this. This is the concept. I always forget the names of these. The Neuro. There was two of them. The Nahal. Focus. The Nahal. I don't know. Nahal. Interesting design. That kind of sheep's foot poon thing going on the Magna Cut DLC coated blade with the carbon fiber. This is probably fat carbon fiber, the blue with the black bolster. Again, a bar lock. But man, because of the weight of that up here, the narwhal, but it's like the Nahal, it just falls. So I think you got that, all the weight is up here at the front, which makes that just want to fall down really well. So it's a small blade, but that choke up position is good. My thumb wants to be right there at the poon, and does really well. Cheeto, what's going on, Cheeto? How are you? But yeah, that thing is fun. Magna Cut blade, though. Magna Cut blade. There you go. So that thing is pretty cool. I just got this in, and I haven't really been checking out the website much to see what the price of this is. I guess I can look it up. Here, let's pull up concept. See what we got. I need to run through these fast, though, because I really want to talk to you guys about the other thing that I have going on in the hall. Let's see. This version that I have sitting right in front of me is $250. So that thing, $250 with titanium, carbon fiber, Magna Cut, everything else, $250. So there you are. So we have that one. We have the other concept. Now, I'm not going to butcher this. This is just my opinion on this one. This is the Quattro, QTRO. The QTRO. Quattro. What is that one? QTR. The QTRO. Of course, that one. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, that's funny that this one is $214. But yeah, titanium. Yep. Okay, just making sure I have everything. But so this is the titanium with the lightning anodized titanium handle and the Damascus blade. So you have that Damascus blade, looks very nice. I love the blade shape. I like the blade shape. I like the handle shape. It's a beefy blade. It's a larger version. Again, another crossbar. And this one kind of is giving me that soft crossbar vibe, but the blade shape is awesome. Opening holes work well. Choke up position is beautiful. So that thing looks awesome. I'm in love with them. I have forgotten the Motley, and there was a Sheath. Oh, you guys are talking about something else. I think this is the only model concept that's done to date in MagnaCut. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Byron. I haven't seen a lot of MagnaCut coming from concepts, so hopefully we see more. But all right, so here are my thoughts. I was excited about the lightning anodized stuff, but now that I get it, it's not really floating my boat. And I don't know. It's just, it's not my favorite thing. I've kind of not a fan of this, but I like some of the other materials that they have for the handles. Like if that was carbon fiber or something, I think I would be more a fan of that. But this is, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys a fan of the lightning anodized stuff? Number one, it's very slick. So it's very smooth in the hand. And sometimes a crossbar lock, you got to grip onto something to get it to work. And this is just very slick in the hand. It's almost like there's a coating over it that makes it super slippery. So 1931 Leatherworks, what's going on? Welcome in. But yeah, Quattro. So that one is coming up $214 for the Damascus. And I believe they do stainless Damascus. At least they have said that before on their website. So I don't know for sure. But yeah, I don't know. But what do you guys think of the lightning anodized? People go a little crazy for it, but I don't know if that's really gonna be my thing. So I guess you'll find out when I do the final review. But you like it, but you like your titanium on the flashy side. Yeah, like I like anodized titanium, but I don't know the lightning anodized. I don't know. It's just my opinion. It's very slick though. That is for sure. Very slick. Then I got this from, we did the Kubi. Oh yeah. Then we got that thing. This is the Kubi Mantra. And this was very odd. I saw the shape and I was like, this is very odd, but man, it's one of those, when you get it in hand, it completely makes sense. So it's just, okay, here we go. Pretty, but I prefer carbon fiber. Yeah, it's good to look at, but I don't think it's very useful. So I don't know. I don't mind it, but wish it was textured. Yeah, it's very smooth. I'm not fond of the Turner Tropic Anno. Too slick. Yeah, it's very slick. Yeah, this thing, Kathy, the blade shape on this thing is crazy. But I got to tell you, so they did all this champering on the handles. And I don't know what magic, but that fits your hand very well. My thumb wants to be right there. And I don't know, guys, this thing, but here's the thing, the way that they tuned that, this thing is just, oh, it makes a really great sound. And they really tuned that thing in well. So that thing looks awesome. Sorry, didn't realize my space bar had checked out. No worries. I do it all the time, Terry. I do it all the time. But there we go. The KB Knives Mantra. So I got that thing in. We're going to be doing, so check out the channel because I'm going to be doing my review on this one coming up in the next couple weeks. Man, that water still got me. I'm joking. All right. Next up, let's talk about these crazy cats right here. I likes that. That is Byron. That is KB Knives. That is, or Clayton. That is KB Knives. So, yep, more info coming out on that one. So now, guys, let's talk about these crazy people right here. Burning Stables Forge. I and Kathy, awesome. This is awesome job on that. So these crazy cats decided they wanted to do something, and they wanted to send me one of the offerings, and then this one is going to be put into a pass around. So is that a Sheath knife? I don't think so, Jim. No, this is a PG. PG Knives is the designer. PG Knives. So let's talk about this real quick. They sent me this, and I've already screwed it up, so I'm sorry to Clayton. So I just got this in literally yesterday. And this thing is absolutely awesome. Number one, killed it on the sheath. This is a handmade leather sheath by Kathy. If you don't know, Kathy does leather work, and she does some awesome stuff. But check that sheath out. Done very well. Belt carry. I carried this on the belt today, and I was a little concerned because you guys know I like to carry with the loop and with Kydex. But I got to tell you, I don't know. That was super comfortable to carry today. So just killer. And it has the snap, but literally this thing doesn't need the snap. That is not going anywhere. That is not falling out of that sheath. No way, no how. But you'd have the belt loop or the snap just in case. But let's talk about this piece of art right here. The video came out on this thing today of the unboxing. This is a hand forged, twisted. So I correct myself. This is not a ladder pattern Damascus. If I said it, I'm sorry. This is a twisted Damascus. So it's a twisted pattern Damascus. This is a model that Clayton calls the Lemmy. A really, really cool. Yeah, check that out, guys. Hand forged. So he made the actual steel that this thing is made of. This grip X, I've had it before, and I love this thing. And I have the green. I have the green, and I'm going to be doing a knife in the green. But this is the yellow. And again, I messed up. These are micarta pins. I thought it was G10, but this is actually black micarta pins with the lanyard hole. You got the nice finger choil right there. I can get 3 fingers. You put a lanyard on this thing, it'll be absolutely awesome. We got all the jimping. They put jimping on the full spine of this blade. So, boop, boop, doo, doo. Yeah, this is just absolutely beautiful. Beautifully done. Clayton, Kathy, you guys just absolutely killed it on this thing. This material, if you guys ever get a chance to handle something that has this material on it, do it. Basically, what it is G10 with like rubber. So all those little black spots is like rubber. So it provides all of this grip. Like there's no way that's slipping out of anybody's hand. So this thing is awesome. What's awesome, and check out like the spine. The pattern continues on the spine and ends up looking awesome, just really, really cool. So the only thing that I got on this already, Clayton, was what's a price point on something like this? That was the only question that I got that I was kind of like, yeah, I'm not really sure what the price point on that is. So what would an estimate price? You don't have to give what, but if somebody was to recreate this knife, how much would we be talking about to recreate that thing? Just out of curiosity. But here's the cool thing. This is going to go into a pass around, and we're going to start passing this around. $1 billion trillion. Yes, Kathy, that is exactly what we're going to charge for it. That's how much you can charge for it when it comes back from the pass around, because that's when that thing. No. Matt Maurer, what's going on? And hello to anybody else I may have missed popping in. I think I'm 350. Yeah, 350. That one somewhere in the 400s. Okay, listen, guys, $400 for a handmade Damascus blade. That's very, very, very fair. Very fair. With this amazing leather sheath. Yeah, I mean, look, guys, it has the button, but that is not going anywhere. So I'm excited. I get to hang out with this thing for the next couple days. I'm going to do a review on it, and then this is going to get passed around. So that hopefully, fingers crossed, this is going to travel all around the United States and, yeah, get into the hands of all your favorite content creators here on YouTube, and hopefully gain Burning Stables Forge some recognition that he deserves, or they deserve, because this thing is awesome. I was super looking forward to getting this in the hand, and this did not disappoint. Love the work, and I'm just, yeah, the Damascus is absolutely beautiful. It's like, I can't tell you guys how beautiful that is. Like, I love a low layer. This is 11 layers of twisted Damascus, 11 layers. So you got 11 layers of, I forgot the steels. I have to pull out the card. Hold on. I got my card that tells me exactly 15 and 20 and 1084. So you got 15 and 20 and 1084, 11 layers of twisted steel and sex appeal. Yeah, this thing is awesome. So really awesome work, and I look forward to passing this thing around. They do really cool stuff. So there is that. So really cool. The Lemmy and Jim Miller, I saw your comment on that, and yes. 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 Oh no, what happened? Oh, that's what happened. Okay, I'm good. And we're back. Oh no, what happened? Okay. All right, we're back. Thanks, Marco, for dropping the link on that. No, listen, you guys did awesome on that. I look forward to getting that passed around. Beekeeper, what's going on? Definitely badass. It would be hard not to show it off. Yeah, that thing is awesome. So I look forward to getting this into a bunch of other people's hands and getting this out. So that is what I'm going to do here in the next couple of days. I need to do the review, and then we're going to get that thing out. Okay, moving on. I have some really cool news to share with you guys. On this week's TNFNU, I shared that I'm going to be working with We Buy and Sell Knife Collection. WeBuyKnifeCollections.com. Sorry. WeBuyKnifeCollections.com. So what they do basically is they collect and sell from their website full collections of high-end collectibles and custom knives. So they reached out and were looking to work with some content creators to, get some more eyes on the things that they are doing. So they are doing some really cool stuff. So they sent me 5 knives, and I've had them here for a little bit, and I've kind of teased some of the pictures with some people, but I haven't done the video on them, and I'm going to be doing that here in the next couple of days. But if you're into high-end customs or hard to find things, then you need to check out what's available. You can go to their website, WeBuyKnifeCollections.com. I'm going to put that in the chat, but where did it go? Did I close out that one? Gosh darn it. All right, let me pull up their website. Or if one of my mods can do that, that would be amazing. If you could put up, there it is. There they are on Instagram, Marco. And if somebody wants to put up the link for their website, just WeBuyKnifeCollections.com. But they can be found on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. There is all of their stuff right there. So make sure you guys are checking them out. So I don't mind doing that. But so they are run by knife collectors up in North Florida. Ray Harmon is his name. And they are looking for enthusiasts. They're in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Yeah, they're up near you, Brian. They're up there with you guys. Thank you, Marco, for doing that. Let's pin that. So I'm going to pin that to the top of the chat for you guys. So they are up around you, Brian, and they sent me a bunch of stuff. So let's talk about them real quick. Let's talk about this first. We're going to talk about this really cool fixed blade. It's just funny that they sent me this because Ray is badass. He has a cool car collection too. Oh, really, Palmer? What's up, Palmer? Well, I like cars too, but he sent me this. And this is the first thing we're going to talk about. How about a leather sheath with stingray? This is actual stingray leather. And the reason I know that is because this is probably going to be a name that you guys recognize, but that is right. This is a Corey Holly custom. So this is my buddy Corey, one of his knives. This is an N690 steel, that nice kind of Persian-esque, kind of upswept, laney, I don't know what you want to call that, but with the carbon fiber and the mammoth molar with the black liners. An absolutely beautiful knife. Got some jimping here as well. But how about that? That thing is absolutely beautiful. Corey does amazing work, guys. And I am lucky enough to call him a friend. But yeah, Corey does some really great stuff. So this is one of his customs that they have on their site. So this was actually on their site. I don't have any prices or anything, but you guys can go to the site and check it out and see that. But yeah, Corey Holly does some amazing, amazing stuff. And I just got the press packet for all these knives today. So I'm going to be looking at that. And some of these, I'm still not sure what they are, but yeah, booyah to Corey. That is right, Rory. This thing is absolutely awesome. And the carbon fiber that he uses is like automotive. It's not like the regular carbon fiber. That's like automotive grade carbon fiber because he got it from a buddy who works in the automotive industry. And I just kind of know. And this is a full hollow grind. So that is a nice hollow grind coming down to pretty much nothing. And he prides himself on, you know, hunting and everything else. So this is a great hunting knife, although I don't know if I would be taking that hunting. It's too beautiful to do anything with, but that's the work that Corey does. And you guys, I've collabed with Corey in the past doing some stuff, and yeah, but check out the Sheath Stingray. Yeah, that thing is absolutely beautiful. So let's talk a little bit collector item stuff. So we're gonna talk about this next one. Actually, let's talk about this one. Let's talk about this. And these are kind of throwbacks. So and I will show you guys. How about that box? You guys are used to seeing Spyderco, but you're not used to seeing a Spyderco box like this. You had to have been around quite some time to see a Spyderco box like this. So this is an older Spyderco. This is from 1997. 1997. So this is the kind of stuff that they do, which is what got me interested in it, because I am going to learn about knives that I never would have gotten a chance to handle, which is why I wanted to do this. Yes, they're going to be some high-end stuff. Some of it's going to be high-dollar stuff. But it's kind of a learning experience at the same time. I get to maybe handle some stuff from other custom makers like Corey Hawley, but then I get some production stuff that I didn't know it existed. And I get to teach myself a little bit more about it. And that's kind of what this is. This is the Spyderco, and I'll show you guys what it says on the box. This is the Spyderco 16 PS, a Wayne Goddard designed, I think. So check this thing out. Check out that micarta. Yeah, this thing is pretty darn cool. So this is an older Spyderco. You have a tip down carry. So it is tip down carry, because back then that's pretty much what everybody was doing, was tip down carry. Small little lanyard hole, but the micarta, you got a nice thin carry. It is a lock back, and of course Spyderco has the hole. So we'll pull that blade out. Check that profile out. So you have that nice combo grind on the blade. So you have the flat grind, and then you have the serrations on the blade as well. But it's the Wayne Goddard design. So you got a Wayne Goddard design Spyderco. So this is kind of a collectible one. They have 6 of these in stock, but the Spyderco Wayne Goddard collection, it was all part of 19 knife collection in the mid 90s. So yeah, there you go. So they purchased like a bunch of knives from somebody who had all of that kind of thing. Typical 90s tactical. Yeah, so we're going to be talking a little bit about that tactical with a couple of these, Jim. But yeah, so what do you guys think of that? That's kind of very interesting. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Who knew that was a thing? I mean, it's a beast, that's for sure. I mean, that's a very large blade, but it's kind of cool. I mean, I'm handling history. I mean, history in the making. Where did Spyderco begin? I like them teeth. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of serrations, but I mean, but I will tell you this: if Spyderco is going to do serrations, don't get your finger stuck in there, because they are sharp. They are done very well. That is extremely sharp within that serration. So very cool. Very cool. The Spyderco 16 PS Wayne Goddard design. Kind of fun. You don't see that very often, so it's kind of cool to check that out. And like that, the micarta, like the almost vintage micarta. I guess it's not vintage anymore. I guess it is, but that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So this is what I'm talking about. It's going to be fun. So it's going to be fun to continue this and to check these out and to see like kind of parts of history. How about that box? How about an old Benchmade? I don't see a year on this one, but this is the Benchmade Knife Company model 975-5, a 4-inch blade. This is a Emerson design. Did you guys know that Benchmade and Emerson did a knife together? I didn't, but it's kind of cool. Do you guys want to see it? Do you want to see it? How about that big boy? That is a big boy. Those teeth will cut them. Yeah. I just touched them and they're extremely sharp. You have one, Cheeto? Ooh, that's cool. You have one of these? That'll be awesome. But I'll take this one too. I'll wait till you see it. I'm sure Zach knows. Yeah, Zach might like this one. But I didn't know Emerson and Benchmade did something together. I forgot the name of it. This is the the 975 Spec War Emerson. So it's the Spec War Emerson. Tip down carry again. I have one without serrations. You have one of these without serrations or the Spyderco's? Well, check this out. Ooh. There we go. A big old Tonto with serrations. Benchmade. And then here's what gets you, because like you guys probably saw, it is a chisel grind. It is a chisel grind, and this is an ATS 34. And you have the Emerson logo on that side. You have the thumb disc opening. The handle is huge. So you got plenty of room on the handle. Got that nice jimping back here. Yeah, chisel grind and the combo on that. How about that? That is pretty cool. Liner lock. So, and you got plenty of access to the liner lock. And yeah, we're just getting into being able to flick it with one hand. But man, that thing is pretty cool. I don't know anything about a chisel grind. I've never really handled a chisel grind. And obviously, guys, this is not something that I'm going to be using or cutting with. These are just here for review and to try to get the word out about, yeah, WeBuyKnifeCollections.com. This is the kind of stuff that they do. So if you're looking for that high-end kind of collectible thing, that is pretty cool. Man, I like that one too. Mine is a CQC7. Oh, that's pretty cool, Jim. But yeah, check that thing out. So, you know, I didn't know this was a thing, and now I know. Now I know. So you have a chisel ground Tanto with serrations, Emerson collaboration with Benchmade. That's pretty cool. And they have this available on their website. So this is available on the website. And I got to tell you, I think this is G10. That is the grippiest G10 I think I have ever felt. That is the grippiest G10. That's a nice one. Yeah, Cheeto, this thing is pretty cool, man. I wore the liner completely out. Benchmade couldn't fix it. Wow, Jim. Ditto. I have the CQC7. This model looks bigger. Yeah, this thing is bigger. This is the, like I said, this is the type. Here, let me find it. Benchmade 9755. This is the 9755. It's a 4-inch blade. So that's a 4-inch blade. That's a big blade. That's a chunky one right there. Yep. You got to check out the site, Sanders. They got some really cool stuff on there. But yeah. Times for some food and sets with the homie. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Laser Ghost. And make sure you guys have hit that like button coming in. Excellent. But check that thing out. So we got a Spyderco and a Benchmade that I never even knew existed. Pretty cool. I like that Jim and Cheeto know what this is. So that is cool. It's longer, Cheeto. There was one of those, that Spyderco on the same table. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Almost 5,000. Yeah. I mean, like I said, they're doing high-end collectible knives. So Which brings me to this next one. This is a really cool one. And I'm going to have to share. Oh, no. I'm going to have to share the website on that one. Let me pull it back up again because I just deleted it like a doofball. Yeah, this one. Open in Chrome. Okay. So check this thing out. This is the Billy Waugh demo by RYP Designs and Harsey. So this is, let me pull up the info. I have it all sitting right in front of me. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, I have it on the website. All right, so let me pull this up and put this over here. All right, so the Robert Young Pelton design and William Harsey designed, and they named it after Billy Waugh, who was in the military. He was a CIA paramilitary legend, which so this is kind of a cool thing. And here is the knife. Well, I don't know which way to show you because there's a lot going on this thing. So this thing is kind of fun. It's made by Lion Steel. So it's a Lion Steel made M390 steel with the titanium. Love the diamond pattern. It's very grippy. Again, it's a nice big tactical folder. So there's your two. There's the William Harsey design and the Robert Young. And this thing is pretty darn cool. So it's a big old, it's a big old titanium frame lock with a steel insert. I can reverse flick it, actually. Yep. And I'm getting there, Byron. I am getting there. I am definitely getting there. Also, a Randall I should have bought more on. So you have this blade, which is M390, which is probably done very well. So you have the RYP designs. Nice big old clip that'll fit on anything. Glass breaker on the back. And it's probably reversible because you can unscrew that and then you can put it to the other side. But then, like Byron said, the awl. So you probably noticed what's going on over here. You have an awl back here, or the marlin spike on the back of the blade, which actually locks out. So it actually is a liner, or it's a frame lock awl. So it actually locks out here. That's where it says Lion Steel. And this is 440C. This is 440 stainless. All very nicely done. You got the hole in there. My dad is a sailor. He's big into boats and sailing. And he always had a folder on him with a nice awl on it, or marlin spike, to help with knots and all of that kind of stuff. So, and the liners, so you have to unlock the awl on here and get it to fold back in. So you can pull that out, and I like that it locks into place, so that once it's out, it's out. It's not going back in. So it's a very interesting knife. So William Harsey designed an RYP. So very, very cool. And sadly passed away about 2 years ago. Oh man, that sucks. I suspect the devil rejected it. Kelly needs that. Yeah, I don't know if she needs quite that much, but it would actually fit Brian's hand, maybe. Billy said that he always needed a good all in the field in order to repair field packs and equipment. Yeah, hence the inclusion. Yeah, and that's kind of the story behind this one. So a really, really interesting knife. I was really super excited to see that one. And then last up is another Harsey design, and this is a Spartan. So yeah, Spartan Harsey. So this is a collectible folding knife, the Spartan Harsey Custom with S45VN. So this thing is pretty darn sick for those of you who are collectors of that. This thing is pretty darn cool. This is the Aztec edition of the Spartan Harsey. Check out, you got the Day of the Dead kind of thing going on. Very cool. And even on the backside, you got a skull back there too. Obviously, this is the first time I've ever gotten a chance to handle one of these. But yeah, that's a big old option. Very, very cool blade. Check that thing out, man. That thing is so freaking cool. So S45VN blade steel, and it's just really, really overbuilt and just absolutely stunner. So this thing is really cool. So I am like really excited about this collaboration that I am in with them, and I get to do reviews on all these knives and try to, you know, the idea is I'm trying to push people to their site, which I don't mind, because I'm getting cool content and I get to share with you guys knives that maybe you would never have seen before. Just like me, I've never seen some of these older Spyderco and the older Benchmades. So it's kind of fun to be able to check out something I wouldn't normally be able to check out. But this thing is pretty darn cool. So, hey, Robert, you love the skulls. Don't get any ideas, my friend. Don't get any ideas. But what do you guys think of that? So I'm kind of super pumped about this fun thing that I'm going to be going in. So it's pretty cool. The price point on this one is about $500 on that. And he has, in his personal collection, he says he has about 30 some odd of these in his personal collection. So that is really, really cool. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about this as I am? I think it's going to be a really fun thing. I'm looking forward to do the reviews on these and getting you guys more information. I've just kind of like done an overview of these, and I'm trying to keep them safe, obviously, because, you know, those are high-end stuff. So I don't know, guys. Make sure you guys check out WeBuyKnifeCollections.com. They got some really cool stuff on there. Some really high-end collectibles and older stuff. Hard to find stuff. That's what they're looking for. That's what they're kind of going for. So I think it'll be fun. I don't know what you guys think. I would love to get some feedback on if this is going to be a cool collaboration, something you will look forward to a couple times a month doing videos from them, or not. So I don't know. Or knives that I haven't seen in decades. Yeah, I mean, and there's people like but Jim, you're not alone. Yeah, Cheeto knows. So there's other people that have to be like, oh man, I forgot about that. That's so cool that he got a chance to see that and then see that it's available on their site. So yeah, the Spartans, yeah, this thing is an awesome knife. That is definitely, it's kind of like one of those purposely built, well built, meant to just tear into something kind of overbuilt knife. Kind of like that. And I'm not putting it in the same, but it's kind of like that Hinder where it's kind of an overbuilt folder kind of design. And that's the only thing that was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm not putting it into I'm not trying to compare and contrast or anything. I'm not putting them in the same spot, but it's a beast, that's for sure. I mean, that's a large blade, but it'll get the job done. That is for sure. Why does it keep doing thumbs up? Just because I'm holding the knife like that? Jeez. Very cool. Ray entrusted some great knives design. Yes, absolutely. And I am like, that's why I'm like babying them. It's not like I'm going to throw those in my pocket and be like, okay, let's go cut some stuff. Let's go do some stump sticking. No, I'm not. That's not what's happening with these. So will be pretty cool. Oldies but goodies. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. And then it might not all be oldie stuff. They have some more high end, and they have like custom makers they have new custom stuff. So it's fun. I'm glad I didn't have to look at those envelopes. Yeah. I don't think another channel is doing anything like this. Well, I know that Dirk's channel, he's going to be doing it with them too. But they kind of reached out, and I was like, you know what? I'm interested. Let's do it. And I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to learn. I want to learn about the stuff that they're doing and learn about cool new knives. So, you know, we'll have to do that. They have an updated Aztec edition Spartan Harsey now that would look very cool next to that older version. Really? Yeah. That's pretty awesome. I don't know. I mean, and I don't know how old this is. It doesn't really say on the blade or anything. Yeah. They're up in North Carolina, Clayton. They're up in your neck of the woods. I don't know. I don't see a date on here, and I got to look through that paperwork, but I don't know if they have a date. Not that it matters. There's a good chance all three of those folders stump stick already. I hope not. I hope not. They've probably just been sitting in somebody's collection. They definitely don't look like they've been used very much. Like that Emerson Benchmade, they all look clean. From what I read in the paperwork, they've just been sitting in people's collections. So they've just been sitting there. I mean, the boxes still are. I've had boxes in pass-arounds that are in. These boxes are in better shape than some of the pass-around stuff that I get. That is for sure. Yeah, man. Who I was beating on some metal. Who I was beating on some metal. Hey, Geo Knife, what's going on? What's going on? How are you? I hope you're having a good evening. So, guys, really cool. This one is really interesting. That thing is really, really interesting. I like the story behind it. It's comfortable. Got the contoured titanium. And just the story behind it is really cool. And then the awl back here, that Marlin spike integrated into there with a lock. It's pretty fun. That thing is pretty darn fun. So anyway, guys, I am super happy I got through all of that today. So make sure you are checking out the channel, because we're going to do the reviews on the Burning Stables Forge fixed blade, which is going to be coming at you very, very soon. So I'm excited about doing that. Thank you again to Tack Knives for sending me the Viper. This thing is absolutely awesome, guys. $50. $50. Totally worth it. 14C G10. That nice budget-friendly work knife. Jimping for days on the spine. And yeah. I mean, I would do it. And then I finished up my knives, the Bloom, the Micro, and again, one last time, the Bowie Bloom is now a thing. This is the first prototype design of the Bowie Bloom XL with the purple dragon scale Juma. I showed this off at the beginning of the live stream, so everybody coming in a little late you guys missed this, so I'm going to show this off once again. But that thing ended up turning out pretty darn cool. I'm excited about getting that one out with the boop. So the carbon fiber thing. So with all of that being said and done and blah, 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 it is almost time. We got about 10 minutes and then Urban is going to take over. So make sure you guys are following. Yeah, the boxes are in really good shape, and I've been trying to not mess them up whatsoever, Byron. I have to find a safe place. If I'm going to get knives like this, I'm going to have to find a safe place to put those because I don't want to be the one to mess it up. But make sure you guys are following Burning Stables Forge here on YouTube. He's doing some killer stuff, so the Lemmy is going to get reviewed. Make sure you are following we buy sell knife collections.com on all the frontiers that for which they do. They are on all the social medias. But there you go. Here's the QR code. Make sure you click on that. And yep, get all the things that they are doing. They are doing some really cool stuff. But yep. So with all of that, they didn't do much in the way of fancy packaging back then. No, they didn't. I mean, it's very simple. You're right. They didn't. It was like cardboard box, and here you go. But I'm glad the boxes still exist. That's all the thing. Yeah, that card is awesome. That it's like metal, so it's like or aluminum of some kind. But that thing is pretty awesome. I need to get some cards like that. That's pretty awesome. But all right. So why don't we do a giveaway? How about we give away? No, I'm just kidding. We don't give away that. We're going to give away a knife. We're going to give away some stickers. And we're going to give away a couple other things. All right. Make sure you guys are checking out Adventure 50 at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. He goes live right after I do. Yeah, no, we're not giving away the Lemmy. I'm joking. I am joking. All right, so let me come up with a number. Let's see. Wow, 40-something people in here. Make sure you guys have hit that like button. It is very nice for you to do those types of things for me. It is very nice. Very, very nice. Let's go. That was the first thing that came to my head. Okay. Bluminati Ninja just posted the rules for this. So let's see. We're going to do the numbers game for a giveaway. One guess, one account, closest without going over. Shipping, U.S. shipping. We are going to be getting a blade of some sorts. I'm going to show you guys that in a second. You must be 18 years or older. So number one, what are you going to get? How about, speaking of Bluminati, how about, it just fell. There you go. How about a Bluminati sticker? How about a Fred the Lug sticker? Yeah, you got to get a Fred the Lug sticker. How about Daily Gear Guide? We're going to get a Daily Gear Guide sticker. Pickled steel sticker. And with that, we have a Kelly's paracord. Thank you, Kelly, for sending some awesome stuff. Crow's Blade. Just make sure you guys are following Crow's Blades. Thank you, Crow's Blades, for sending me some cool stickers. How about Mr. Tim B himself? Don't forget, to the point on White Mountain Knives. Yep, that's right. He actually has his own sticker because he's infamous. And Twisted Sis. And how about this? I got some smaller stickers, so I'm going to be doing these in the giveaways because we got the little smaller AriesEDC sticker and a poker chip. You are going to get a happy birthday AriesEDC poker chip. There are only 9 or 10 of these, and I'm keeping one, and it is sitting right there. Bink, right there. But how about that? You're going to get a Yocto Happy Birthday poker chip. That is right. What are we going to win, you might ask? How about a Kaiser? How about a Kaiser? How about a Kaiser? You want a Kaiser? What Kaiser are you going to get? You are going to get this. The Kaiser Sheepdog Utility. How about that? You're going to win the Kaiser Sheepdog Utility Knife. Button lock. Come on. It's awesome. So that is what we're playing for. Good luck to everybody. Kaiser did a really good job with that thing. It is, as far as those utilities, that one's pretty darn good. That one is pretty darn good. Let's see. My chat froze. There is everybody. All right. You want an Aries poker chip? Very cool. All right. So looks like we're losing people, which is cool. That means a better chance for everybody else who hangs out to win the giveaway. So as soon as I see some green start signs, there we go. It's green start signs, and I'm going to put the range is. Wait a minute. What did I forgot. I've been sitting here chatting this whole time, and I forgot what my range is. Aha. There is your range. So there are the start signs. There's your range. Let's get this ball rolling. Let's find out who our winner is. So make sure you have one guess only, a U.S. mailing address, so on and so forth. Very, very cool. All right, we got the guesses coming in. So I'm excited about this collaboration with We Buy Sell Knives. We're going to get some really interesting knives on the channel to check out. And I have been super blessed with getting some really awesome things in to check out. It has been super, super busy. I have just been throwing content out left and right and doing the best job that I possibly can with everything. Sometimes I miss things. Sometimes, you know, I don't get all the information out, but I'm doing my best. This video of me unboxing this Amazon blade, the Sudoku DC, has now gotten over 5,000 views here on YouTube, which is absolutely ridiculous. 5,000 views on a long form video of me unboxing this little fixed blade, and it has caused a bit of fun conversation on there, because when you get that many people viewing, you're gonna get a lot of different comments. And unfortunately, as I checked the other day, and there was still this was available, but people said they're sold out too. So I don't know if they're available, they're not available, but it's $28. It was $28 for this, you know, SDC 53, which is supposed to be a tougher D2, but it's a fun little fixed blade. But that video, for some reason, I don't know, maybe I need to do some more Amazon knife reviews, but it's gotten over 5,000 views, so it's really cool. They really should have stocked up on that knife. Yeah, I don't know. I checked yesterday, and they still had some available. So I don't know. I don't know if they're there or they're not there. I'll give you guys another 30 seconds, and then we're gonna stop. And so make sure you guys get your votes in, and we'll see who is going to win the Kaiser Sheepdog Utility Knife. This thing, come on. It's a great win. That's a great win. That's a great win. So, alrighty. And I think I know who the winner is. Actually, Yeah. Yep. But as soon as one of my mods puts up these stop signs, we will see who the winner is. And I think we do have a winner, and I'm awesome with that. Bluminati's dropping the stop signs. All right. Boom, boom. The winner of tonight's giveaway is whoever's closest to 315. 315 is the number. And I think our winner is, correct me if I am wrong, but I think Illuminati Ninja with 313 is our winner. Congratulations, Bluminati. You are the winner of the Kaiser Sheepdog utility and some cool stickers. I guess I don't need to send you your stickers. Or do you want the poker chip? Do you want the poker chip? I mean, you could have the poker chip. Do you want? Oh, you want to? Well, are you giving everything to Robert Feely? He said DSKFS to Robert Feely. You want all to everything, Blue, or just the poker chip and the stickers? You tell me. You tell me. You are the winner. You are the winner. So you tell me. Give it to him. All right. Robert, are you still here? Robert Feely, are you still here? Oh, there he is. That is awesome. Bluminati Ninja. Hashtag DSKFSS. The DSKFS to Robert Feely. Robert, that is awesome. Thank you very much, Blue. Robert, I just shoot me your address. You know how to reach out to me. Shoot me your address again, and I'll make sure I get this in the mail as soon as I possibly can. That was awesome. Yes, Clayton, DSKFS. That was awesome. Sometimes I get tongue-tied, and I'm absolutely exhausted. So there's that too. But guys, thank you so much for coming in. That was a whirlwind. That was a lot of talking. I didn't really get to hang out with you guys. I just kind of had to get all of these knives in and show them all off to you. So it was a really cool live stream. I was able to get some really cool stuff out there. I'm super excited about what I'm doing here. I'm super excited to check this bad boy out. Bing! That thing is really awesome. They killed it. It's an amazing knife. And I'm super excited to thank every single one of you for joining us tonight. You guys have done an amazing job. Also, just a heads up, I've sent Brother Rob's Nerdy Knives 120 from Poker Chip Sales. That is awesome, Bluminati. You are amazing. So, Blue, I don't know if there's a link or if there's someplace to go to buy those. He has special edition poker chips for sale, and all the proceeds are going to help Rob's Nerdy Knives and his wife. She has been in the hospital for several weeks now, and she has not been doing very well. She's been in and out of ICU. So, Blue, if you can drop that link before I log off, that would be awesome. If you can, or if anybody knows, if you go to your Fourth Wall store or whatever it happens to be, that would be awesome. Yeah, make sure you're checking out Adventure 50. He is going live right now, or he's already live. So you guys are awesome. Yep, hit Bluminati up on Instagram, and he will send you one of those things. So, guys, thank you very much. I'm exhausted. I need to go to bed. Please remember, April 16th is National AriesEDC Carry Day. So that is the day where you carry all of your AriesEDC fixed blades, either production or your customs. Celebrate my birthday with me And all that I ask is that you carry your blade, and just do a shout out for AriesEDC on Instagram or YouTube or whatever it is. Just carry your AriesEDC knife. It'll be a fun time. So make sure you guys do that. That's all I want for my birthday, is to carry one of my knives. That's all I really want. So anyway, you guys are awesome. I hope everybody has a good week. I will see you next week. But please remember, subscribe, hit that like button. And when it's all said and done, leave a comment. Let me know, how did I do? Did I suck? Did I do a good job? I don't know. Let me know. But as if you do, or if you don't, the choice has always been yours. Good night.